In the entire history of military aviation, no weapon changed the battlefield quite like the helicopter. It could go where no aircraft could land, carry what no truck could reach, and kill what no infantry could stop. From the jungles of Vietnam to the deserts of Iraq, helicopters have defined every major conflict of the last 70 years. These are the 20 most powerful military helicopters ever built, starting from the bottom and working up to the most deadly machine ever to lift off a battlefield. Number 20. HAL Rudra. India built this helicopter because it needed an attack platform it could produce without foreign permission. Armed with rockets, missiles, and a cannon, the Rudra flies close air support missions along the Himalayan border where no other aircraft can operate comfortably at that altitude. Not the most advanced attack helicopter in the world, but it is India's, and that matters more than the specifications. Number 19. Denel Royvalk. South Africa built this attack helicopter entirely without foreign components because the apartheid arms embargo left it no other choice. 20mm cannon, anti-tank missiles, and a design that took 20 years to perfect. Only 12 were ever built. But a country that can design and manufacture an attack helicopter from scratch under total international isolation has proven something most nations never get the chance to prove. Number 18. T-129 ATAC. Turkey took an Italian helicopter design and rebuilt it from the inside out to create something it could call its own. 20mm cannon, anti-tank missiles, and combat proven in operations against PKK fighters in the mountains of southeastern Turkey and northern Syria. The T-129 is the helicopter that told the world Turkey was serious about building its own defense industry. Number 17. WZ-10. China spent 15 years developing this attack helicopter and emerged with something that worries American planners in the Pacific. 30mm cannon, anti-tank missiles, and air-to-air missiles that give it a capability most attack helicopters do not have. Designed specifically to fight American Apaches if a conflict over Taiwan ever begins. Number 16. Aerospatiale Gazelle. France built this small helicopter in the 1960s and it became one of the most exported military helicopters in history. 30 countries bought it. It fought in the Falklands, in Lebanon, and in the Gulf War on multiple sides simultaneously. A light helicopter that showed up in more conflicts than almost any other rotary wing aircraft ever built. Number 15. Westland Lynx. Britain built this naval helicopter and gave it a world speed record that stood for decades. Fast enough to chase surface ships armed with torpedoes and anti-ship missiles, and small enough to operate from frigates and destroyers. British Lynx helicopters sank Argentine ships during the Falklands War. Number 14. AH-6 Little Bird. America's special operations community calls this the most important helicopter they have ever flown. Small enough to land on a city rooftop, quiet enough to approach without warning, and armed enough to change the outcome of a fight in seconds. Delta Force has used Little Birds in every major special operations mission since the 1980s. Number 13. NH-90. 4 European nations built this helicopter together and produced something none of them could have built alone. Composite construction, fly-by-wire controls, and a rear ramp that can swallow a fully equipped infantry squad. The NH-90 became the standard medium transport helicopter for NATO Europe. Number 12. Mi-28 Hip. More Mi-8s have been built than any other military helicopter in history, except one, over 12,000, flying in more than 50 countries, hauling troops in Afghanistan, evacuating casualties in Africa, inserting special forces in the Middle East. The flying truck that the entire post-Soviet world still runs on. Number 11. CH-47 Chinook. America built this tandem rotor heavy lifter in 1962 and is still building it today. 60 years of continuous production. It has carried more troops, more artillery, and more casualties than any other helicopter in American service. In Afghanistan, it was the only helicopter that could operate reliably at the altitudes where the fighting was happening. Number 10. UH-60 Black Hawk. On October 3, 1993, in Mogadishu, 2 Black Hawks were shot down and 18 American soldiers died trying to recover the crews. What the world did not fully understand was that the Black Hawks kept flying after being hit by rocket-propelled grenades that would have destroyed almost any other helicopter. The helicopter that America has trusted with its soldiers lives for 40 years. Number 9. Mi-28 Havoc, the largest helicopter ever built, and it still holds that record. 8-blade rotor spanning 32 meters, cargo hold the size of a medium transport aircraft. The Mi-28 has recovered crashed helicopters and transported entire combat vehicles. When something is too big for any other helicopter, the Mi-28 is the answer. Number 8. Mi-24 Hind. No other attack helicopter ever built does what this one does. It carries troops in the back, while the nose crew fights the battle in front. A gunship and a transport in one airframe. In Afghanistan, Mujahideen fighters said the sound of the Hind was the most terrifying thing on the battlefield. Number 7. Ka-52 Alligator. Russia built this helicopter with a feature no other attack helicopter in the world has. Ejection seats. When a Ka-52 is going down, the rotor blades blow off and 2 ejection seats fire. Russian crews have survived situations that would have killed the crew of any other attack helicopter on Earth. Number 6. AH-64E Apache Longbow. America added a radar dome above the rotor hub and turned the Apache into something that could see every target on the battlefield without exposing itself. The Longbow radar can detect and classify 128 targets at once. The helicopter can rise above a ridgeline, take a radar picture, drop back down, and fire Hellfire missiles at targets it never directly sees. Number 5. Mi-28 Havoc. Russia built this helicopter as its dedicated answer to the Apache. Armored cockpit that protects the crew from 20mm cannon fire, 30mm cannon, anti-tank missiles, and a night fighting capability that makes it as dangerous in darkness as in daylight. In Ukraine, Mi-28 Stealth-S have been used in the most intense helicopter combat since Vietnam. Number 4. AH-1Z Viper. The Marine Corps took the Super Cobra and rebuilt it so completely that almost nothing of the original remained. 4-blade composite rotor, new engines, new sensors, and new weapons. A IM-9 Sidewinder air-to-air missiles on an attack helicopter. The Viper could fight jets if it had to. Number 3. V-22 Osprey. America built an aircraft that takes off like a helicopter and flies like a turboprop. Twice the speed of any helicopter, 3 times the range, and the ability to land anywhere a helicopter can land. Special Operations Forces used it to reach targets that no helicopter could reach in the time available. Number 2. Ka-52K Katran. Russia took the Ka-52 Alligator and rebuilt it for naval operations. Folding rotor blades for carrier storage, reinforced airframe for saltwater operations, and anti-ship missiles that give a helicopter the ability to threaten surface warships. A helicopter that can operate from a ship, kill other ships, and bring its crew home when everything goes wrong. Number 1. AH-64E Apache Guardian. On the night American Special Forces went into Abbottabad to find Osama bin Laden, AH-64 Apaches provided the outer security cordon. The Guardian variant adds the ability to control unmanned drones from the cockpit, turning 2 pilots into commanders of an entire network of aircraft simultaneously. The most combat-proven, most capable, and most feared attack helicopter ever built. Number 1 for a reason.